whoa, look at AACG, guys. Yeah, shout out to my man Joel. Appreciate the call out. I was gonna miss that, but yeah, AACG ripping up, guys. Big rip. But no, that makes way more sense that he took profits already. I still think it's a bad move. I don't know. It's hard to judge the top, but it's just like how much better do you think it's really gonna get now? You know?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. But at the end of the day, he's still gonna be a millionaire coming out of this. So
Right.
he's just the difference between being like a 10 millionaire to like a 50 millionaire. You know?
Right. And what do I know? I was calling GameStop short at $4. So I mean, let's be
Yeah.
honest for a second. You know what I mean?
You fell for the
Um,
Yeah.
propaganda, dude.
right.
You
Hey,
fell for all the
it is what it
propaganda,
is.
the hedge funds, whatever. I just made
Yeah.
165 on AACG there.
Yeah, I just jumped
Yeah.
in with 35 shares of it. Scalping a little,
Yeah.
baby scalp if I can.
I tried to
Um,
buy it, but it didn't feel.
Let me see. The volume's
Float is
not
40 million.
incredible.
Wow, 40 million's not that bad. 40 million for this volume.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
decent.
Although the
volume is not
range
too
is
bad,
the
but then
range is
it died down so fast.
and the range
Right.
is very tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like with Kyle, like what you said, it dies down so fast, and like that's the struggle because it's like you might buy. For me, I might buy a pullback on this, but then if the volume dies down, it's just going to dump quickly. You know, under a half dollar,
Yeah.
under a level, and
And
so I think
this is a perfect example of why I stress the importance of both volume and volatility, because even though it has volume, it doesn't really have a whole lot of volatility right here, and that's why I don't.
You had to take huge size to make
Right.
basically the
Right,
thing,
right, yeah.
and
Exactly.
and when you take huge size, you expose to more risk because the thing is, think about it. If for this kind of thing, I had to take like 20K share, and if it
Oh my
move 1 cent, if it move 1 cent, that's $200 if I actually do that.
Dude, would you take 20K
20K.
shares on that?
No, I would add
I
up
mean,
to like actually I would add up to 40K share.
Oh
This
my
kind of thing,
God.
if it moved down at the position trading level I want. But the thing is,
Jesus, dude.
this thing I have to do position trading. I cannot do like scalping because
Mm.
it doesn't have enough bounce for me to get out. Just like how AACG is. I try to position that because I honestly think that flush was overdone, and I should not done a position that because I was up quite a bit, then I didn't get out.
ACG, Jesus,
yeah.
dude,
Big drop down
that's
for it.
that's like $100,000 position.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I told you a position when I think the thing is right. I'm actually going pretty big. I'm not.
I'm
I
up to. I just made another, I think $60. I'm up to 275 on the day.
Nice.
Nice job.
I'm gonna hit the 300 and then chill out a little bit.
Yeah, AACG keeps dropping, and I kind of understand your strategy, Kyle, because like I sometimes I bet on sports. Not really like I might bet $10 on a sport to keep it interesting,
Mhm.
right? But the way I bet on sports is like a lot of people bet on favorite or on underdogs because it has better risk reward, right? But like if I see like an MMA fight, for instance, that I think is like a surefire thing, like it's never really a surefire thing, but like the last one, like Jones versus Cormier. Jones is going to win that 90% of the time. And so I take larger sizing just because it's a more surefire thing. Sometimes it's going to go wrong, and when it does, it's not great. But taking a small win from a safe bet like that is kind of the same strategy I use in sports betting.
Yeah, basically when I feel confidence, I take huge size share, and it does burn me quite a bit of time, especially when it had legs like on
Right.
TOS. But
But if you
like
win on
when I
that,
feel like
oof,
yeah,
dude, that's. I
Because you're
like
going to
that
let
though.
you're going to let your good accuracy compensate for the big losses that you take every now and then. Because you're winning so much on it, it's still going to be like in poker, for instance, it's going to be a net profit play. Like long term, it's going
yeah.
to be profitable.
Now I don't like honestly scalp. Depend on the setup. Like my regular size for those is only what is it 5K share, but then on the rate setup, I'm willing to bet big.
Yeah, you
Makes
bet
sense.
big for sure. I hope that someday I can feel that confident. I really do.
I don't know if I'll ever get there. We'll see.
I honestly don't feel like I'll ever get to that point.
Yeah, A2S is creeping back up. You can see how you see I draw these levels, right? And you can see how well the stocks actually follow these levels. Like you could see this one 470, that thing's hit over and over and over again. And so if you could just take these little scalping trades from it, it can be really profitable just to look at these levels. I think one of the biggest problems traders get into is that they don't trade off of levels, they trade strategies. And it's not really strategies. It's more so about levels, in my opinion.
I just thought of a
ZOM.
really weird analogy, or based off of what you just. It's not an analogy, but like kind of just a thought that I had based off of what you said. where you said people trade strategies instead of like levels. And again, this is going to be really weird, but follow me, all right? Try to follow me. So
Uh,
sometimes whenever I'm trading, right? So I think one of the places that most people start is they'll just look at candlestick patterns. That's like a very easy place for people to start because it's easy to just like remember a pattern and then try your best to like trade it. But
uh,
then sometimes then as you go on, you might stop trading patterns because like patterns alone, and you'll start referencing other information, like how extended is a stock, or where's like is there resistance at a certain level and stuff like that. You'll start adding more and more, and I think all these like types of information that we bring in, you put certain emphasis onto different pieces, kind of like orders of operations in math. It's like,
right.
okay, like this works, but oh, if there's this operation, then it overrides this. I don't know if that follows, but that's
Right.
kind of how I
No, that's
feel
accurate.
about what you were
That's
saying.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically how the mindset is, where it's like, okay, well, like if it's extended enough, I'll still buy the pullback, even if I wouldn't buy it if it wasn't extended. So like that makes sense, you know. And that's basically how you have to do it. And everybody's is a little bit different. Like everybody's orders is going to be a little bit different, but I think having like a systematic like process that you go through.
Honestly, I feel really ACG seem very manipulated somehow to me because I hasn't seen this in during the hot market last 2 weeks, but this come up in once in a while. It probably continue for like a couple of days. But you see, like when it have like this hold, it hold a while or fake up, and all of a sudden big flush, like really big flush, and continue to flush down without even a minor bounce right away. That's
Uh,
because somebody dumping 1 million share within
right.
one candle. That seemed very manipulative for me, you know. And so I kind of had to adapting to this, and I hasn't been used to it last 2 weeks. Yeah, just want to mention it.
Right.
That's how I feel about this stuff. Like, it seemed very manipulative. Like most spike later on throughout the day, it may have a few more spike up, even it seemed like that right now. But once if it spike, the flush will come big, just like how we all did during the whole time. Look at all the flush we did. It's like really down and continue downward pressure to it. It's not like bounce really quick. It
Right.
continue going down. Yeah, yeah.
All
Just
right.
want to point that out.
There you go. I just made another $30 on ATOS, which puts me up over 300 for the day.
Yeah, I realized yesterday that sometimes I'll say, yeah, that doesn't look bad. When really, like, I don't know if it's like a Southern thing or what it is, but like when I say it doesn't look bad, I mean it looks good. You know, maybe I should just say it looks good because like Two-Way was on stream yesterday talking about like setups and strategies, and I'd be like, yeah, that doesn't look bad. And then he would, I don't know if he thought I was like insulting it, but really, like when I say that, I mean it looks good. I guess I should probably just say it looks good, keep it easier, less confusing. Yeah. I don't know if I want to trade futures today either. We're trying to see. I mean, I know what we can do for futures. Like,
And I
my
also
account
want to.
refreshes.
Okay,
I was
sorry.
just gonna say my account refreshes, and like I accidentally lost my account. I left a share of the E-mini or the micro E-mini overnight, which ruined my combine. I had to restart, and so I haven't done it yet because my whole account refreshes in 3 days.
That's really rough.
Yeah, so it's
Because
like
you
I
were
could
getting
pay for.
close.
Yeah, dude, I was super upset about it, to be honest. I found out on stream and I kind of kept my cool, but honestly, I was super upset just because it's like, dude, like I worked hard and I was so close to it, and then it's like a
Yeah,
dumb mistake on
I
my
see
part.
you were very consistent with your future
Very
trading.
consistent.
Yeah, with futures, it's tough. It's because it's like I'm consistent with it, and especially the last run I had at it, I would make small wins. I would make 120, $200 a day over and over and over again. So I built it up, and I was at like, I have to make 3K. I was at like 2,200. When it went down. So I built up 2,200 in profit over like, a month, and yeah, it's like I said though, it's important because it's like the rules they have on Top Step are important to follow. Like they're crucial to follow because it's like they're going to teach you how to be a better trader. So like if you're day trading futures, you don't want to leave anything holding overnight. Like that's usually not what you want to do. Futures market runs all night, open 24/7, and like so they have these rules to follow so that you don't burn them with their own money when they do fund you. But yeah, it's frustrating. And so now it's like I'm at the point where it's like I could reset my account now, but I'm gonna spend that $100 and then I'm gonna get my account's gonna reset in 3 days anyway, which is gonna consequently charge me more money anyway. So it's like I don't know what to do. I could do it now. What I might do is I might just take that swing and maybe I can do it on a stream and go for it in 3 days and try to run it up in 3 days or at least get close. But what do you guys think, chat? Do you want to see me trade futures today or no?
Yeah, you should, dude. I think I like seeing you trade both futures and the penny stocks. Have you not been doing futures on stream recently?
Well, not in the last 3 days, just because after I lost my account, like I said, I could reset my account now, but then my account's going to automatically reset in 3 days anyway. So it's like I could pay now, but then I'd basically just be paying extra if I wanted to continue to trade before they reset my account.
Oh, if you have to pay extra, I wouldn't do it.
YOLO, yeah, let's see it. Sure, yes. I might do it just for fun on today's stream. So we'll go ahead and do it. And like I said, we'll take that swing. Like we'll actually swing in the futures account and try to make some money. Let me see how volatile the SPY is right now. Because it's all about the SPY's volatility.
I think now that they know that you have to pay extra, it might change. Because that was when people were saying before you said that you had to pay extra to do it.
Yeah.
Oh no, some people are still down for it. Okay.
Oh yeah, dude, bro. And like I said, it's $100. It's not too crazy high.